And now, ladies and gentlemen, ladies. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Coastal Carolina University. As we celebrate this occasion, we would like to ask that each of you silence all mobile phones and other electronic devices. As the degrees are conferred, please hold your applause so that the name of each candidate may be heard. For the safety of all, please do not block the aisles, and please remain in your seats until the conclusion of the ceremony so that the final graduate receives the same acknowledgement as the first. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise and welcome the class of 2014.
Good morning. I'm David DeCenzo, President of Coastal Carolina University. Thank you. I ask that you remain standing for the presentation of the colors by the Coastal Carolina University Army ROTC Color Guard and for the national anthem led by Chandler Parnell, senior music major. And then would you also please remain standing for the invocation to be delivered by the Reverend Tim McRae.
Let us pray. Lord God, we ask for your almighty hand to be upon all those who are graduating today. Bless their lives from this day on with goodness and love. Help them to stay true to their dreams, to use their gifts wisely, and to walk into the future with faith, hope, and great love. This is our prayer. Amen.
Please be seated. They say that every graduation has one glitch. That's ours, so off we go. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce the platform party. I ask them to stand as their names are called and ask that you please hold your applause until all have been recognized. The honorable members of the Coastal Carolina University Board of Trustees: Wyatt Henderson, Chairman of the Board; Bill Biggs; Sam Frank; Marion Lee; Chuck Lewis; Larry Lyles; Dan Moore; George Mullen; Orrin Smith; Will Turner. Commencement speaker, Dr. Arne Flaten; Edgar Dyer, Executive Vice President, Chief Operating Officer; Ralph Byington, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic and Student Affairs; Barbara Ritter, Interim Dean of the E. Craig Wall Senior College of Business Administration; Edward Jadala, Dean of the Spadoni College of Education and Vice President for Online Education and Teaching Excellence; Daniel Ennis, Dean of the Thomas W. and Robin W. Edwards College of Humanities and Fine Arts and Vice President for Academic Outreach; Michael Roberts, Dean of the College of Science and Vice President for Research and Emerging Initiatives; Nell Jean Rice, Dean of the University College; Barbara Bird, Dean of Library Services; Steve Madden, Faculty Senate Chairman. Deborah Connor, Vice President for Student Affairs. The Reverend Tim McCrae, Coastal Carolina University Chaplain Council. Todd Setzler, Second Vice President of the Coastal Carolina University Alumni Association. Lindsay Chavez, representing the class of 2014 and introducing the speaker today. Eliana Padron, President, Student Government Association. Preston McKeever Floyd, Associate Professor and Department Chair of Philosophy and Religious Studies, and today's announcer of student names. Roy Talbot, Senior Faculty Member and Carrier of the University Mace, and Dan Lawless, University Registrar. Thank you all for being here. I would also like to recognize our student marshals and ask them to stand as I call their names. As student alumni ambassadors, they have been chosen to lead the faculty and students in the processional. Leading the faculty today is Corey Lengel. Students are being led by Braden Jefferson and Shelby Hubbard. Thank you again. The college banner carriers are appointed by their deans to represent their respective colleges and graduate studies. I ask the banner carriers to stand as I read their names. Matthew Tyler, Graduate Studies. Scarlett Traynor, E. Craig Wall Sr., College of Business Administration. Bronte Cohen, Spadoni College of Education. Brooke Clark, Thomas W. and Robin W. Edwards College of Humanities and Fine Arts. Lindsay New, College of Science. Kiamana Thomas, University College, and Jordan Laver, carrying the university banner. Again, thank you all for what you did. Please be seated. This celebration is the culmination of years of hard work by our graduates and those who have guided their success. I ask the finest faculty in the nation to stand so that our graduates can say thank you. Faculty. You may be seated. Now I ask all the mothers, fathers, and other family members who have shared this journey with their students to please stand and accept some well-deserved thank yous from our graduates. At this time, I'm pleased to introduce Coastal Carolina University alumnus and Chairman of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Wyatt Henderson.
Good morning. Let's try that again. Good morning. So you don't get to walk across until we get finished. All right. What a great day to be a Chanticleer, am I right? Absolutely. On behalf of the Coastal Carolina University Board of Trustees, I congratulate the class of 2014 for reaching this milestone in your lives. I welcome our faculty, distinguished guests, family, friends, and appreciate that you have chosen to share this day with us. Graduates, this is your day to celebrate the successful completion of a long and challenging journey, and a time for all of us to celebrate your accomplishments as Coastal Carolina University students. I am so proud to have each of you join me as an alumnus of this great university. From this point forward, you will represent your alma mater in all that you do. And from this point forward, your character, achievements, and service to others will contribute to the greatness that is Coastal Carolina University. Congratulations.
Good morning. I'll now ask Lindsay Chavez to come forward to introduce today's speaker. Lindsay will graduate today with a Master of Arts in Teaching. In 2012, she earned a Bachelor of Arts in Communication from Coastal Carolina. Lindsay comes to Coastal Carolina University from Union Bridge, Maryland, where after graduation, she will return to teach English at Brunswick High School in Frederick County, Maryland. Lindsay said she will always value her education at Coastal Carolina and will be a proud alumna.
Thank you, Provost Byington. Dr. Arne Flaten is a professor of art history and the chair of the Department of Visual Arts. He graduated Phi Beta Kappa from St. Olaf College with degrees in art studio and English literature, and earned his master's degree and doctorate in Italian Renaissance art history from Indiana University at Bloomington. Dr. Flaten's research has been supported by grants and fellowships from the National Endowment for the Humanities, the National Endowment for the Arts, the Fulbright Commission, the Center of Advanced Study in the Visual Arts at the National Gallery of Art in Washington, D.C., the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City, the Samuel H. Kress Foundation, the Renaissance Society of America, the J. Paul Getty Research Institute, and Coastal Carolina University. Professor Flaten has lived for extended periods of his life in the Middle East, Africa, and various parts of Europe. He is the author of some 30 articles, book chapters, essays, catalog and encyclopedia entries, conference proceedings, and book reviews. His book, Medals and Plaquettes, 15th to 20th Centuries, was published in 2012. Dr. Flaten was named the HTC Distinguished Teacher Scholar in 2013. I am pleased to welcome Dr. Arne Flaten to give our commencement address.
Thank you, Lindsay. I am honored to address you today. This is one of the biggest days of your collective lives. And yeah, I know you're in a hurry to walk across the stage, shake the president's hand, and get to your celebratory lunches with families and friends. I get it. So here's the deal. You give me 10 minutes, and I'll give you my 2 cents. You graduates from the Wall College probably realize that that's not the best exchange rate. But I will provide you, hopefully, with some things to ponder in the coming years while you chase your dreams. This message is for you, the college graduates. It's not for Mom and Dad. It's not for President DeCenzo or Provost Byington. And it's not for the Board of Trustees. This is for you, the CCU class of 2014. So I graduated from college precisely 25 years ago in 1989, a quarter century ago, before most of you were born. This just became a really depressing moment. 1989 was the end of a decade of big hair and acid-wash jeans and members-only jackets. MTV actually showed music videos back then. It was the year the Berlin Wall came down. The massacres in Tiananmen Square and Beijing were broadcast into our living rooms. And the Exxon Valdez spewed 240,000 barrels of crude oil into Alaska's Prince William Sound in one of the most devastating ecological disasters in history. There was a lot going on that year. Ask your parents sometime. Rain Man, with Tom Cruise and Dustin Hoffman, won the Oscar for Best Picture. But there was another film that year starring Robin Williams called The Dead Poets Society. I would guess that few of you graduates have ever heard of that movie, but I also imagine that almost everyone on this stage remembers it well. The film was about an inspiring and controversial teacher in New England, Vermont specifically, who pushed his students to think critically, to embrace life, and to question standards. One of the enduring quotations from that film was a Latin phrase by the Roman poet Horace. In Horace's odes, written in 23 BCE, he advised his readers, "Carpe diem." Graduates, please repeat after me, "Carpe diem." Nicely done. It means seize the day. If I were giving this talk 25 years ago, it would have been a cliche to preach carpe diem to you from this particular pulpit. Everyone would have gotten the reference. Everyone would have seen the film. Twice. And perhaps it's still a cliche today, but not to most of you folks. Here's an interesting question. If something is a cliche, but no one knows it's a cliche, is it still a cliche? I'm banking on no at this point. Carpe Diem, 2014 graduates. What Horace and later Robin Williams was talking about was making things happen. Don't wait for your future passively. Go get it. Seize the day. Seize your lives. Take responsibility for your actions. Seize life's opportunities and challenges and make them your own. But as much as you enjoy your successes, relish your mistakes too. We frequently learn more from our failures than from our triumphs, and Thomas Edison has some wonderful things to say about the value of failure. Look them up sometime on your smartphones. And be ready, because life doesn't unfold the way you think it will. That would be boring. So 25 years ago, I stood on the football field after my graduation from a small liberal arts college in Minnesota. I gazed into my beautiful girlfriend's green eyes and said, "Baby, I don't know exactly what I want to do with my life, but I know two things for certain. One of them is I don't want to go to graduate school. The second thing I know for certain is I don't want to be a teacher." Now here I am in front of you with a PhD, a professor of Italian Renaissance art history in the chair of visual arts. This, my friends, is known as irony. So much for things I knew for certain. Funny thing is, I didn't major in art history in college. I was a double major in English Lit and art studio. Heck, I didn't even minor in art history. The concept of devoting my professional and academic career to the esoteric history of art and architecture was not even a dim blip on my radar. So where and how and when and why did things change? Where, as Steve Martin might ask, did I find my special purpose? The fall after I graduated undergrad in 1989, I began teaching English and coaching the varsity soccer team at my old high school. I graduated from the American International School in Israel, just outside of Tel Aviv, in a town called Kfar Shmariyahu. Don't worry, you won't have to pronounce that. And it was within walking distance of the Mediterranean. My father was a U.S. diplomat with the State Department, an unrepentant optimist, you might say. So my family moved around the globe a good bit, and my high school years were spent in what is arguably the most beautiful and contentious slice of the Middle Eastern pie. Now, fresh out of college, it was to be a fun year in a familiar place, near the sun-soaked beaches, while I figured out what I wanted to do with my life. So, 4 weeks into the semester, the art teacher's water broke, which means, for those of you who aren't already conversant in these things, that she was going to have a baby, and she couldn't work anymore. So the superintendent of the school charged into my office with a huge book and dropped it on my desk with a whoomp and said something like, "Here you go, kid. Don't screw this up." I was now apparently teaching advanced placement art history to high school seniors. The ancient stuff, ziggurats and pyramids and parthenons and pantheons. I hadn't even taken that course in college. I was terrified, petrified, mortified. I spent every night for the rest of the semester reading feverishly, taking notes, organizing slides, quizzing myself, and barely staying one ahead of the AP students. I was exhausted, but I loved it. So one might conclude that upon reaching this transcendent epiphany, that I assiduously sought out a suitable graduate program with a euphoric passion for art history that bordered on obsession, and that I have rejoiced and regaled in unbridled paroxysms of academic and intellectual bliss ever since. Right? Not exactly. You see, I was first tempted by the dark side of the Force. After returning to the States, I fell rather unexpectedly into a very high-paying job, designing marketing plans for General Mills in Minneapolis. You know, Wheaties and Michael Jordan and Cheerios and Lucky Charms and Betty Crocker and all that. I was 24 years old with World Series tickets, lots of money, a newish car, a cool apartment, the works. But did I really want to be that guy on his deathbed saying, "I could have sold more Cocoa Puffs"? Nope, I didn't. After 2 years, I quit the job, got married, and my new bride and I moved to Rwanda in Central Africa. And in case you're wondering, my wife of 22 years, Rebecca, who's sitting right up there, is the same girl I was with on that football field after graduation in 1989. A year later, I began my PhD program. Lots of twists, lots of turns, but each new adventure was a crucial learning experience. In many cases, learning what you don't want to do is a vital part of discovering what you do want to do. Think about that. So what does any of this have to do with you? I guess my thoughts are these. You're very different from who you were when you started here 4 or 5 or 6 years ago. And you'll be very different 5 years from now, and 10 years from now, and so on. What you think you know for certain now is not what you will know in 5 years' time. I do not intend to lecture you with protracted epistemological rhetoric here, and I don't want to get myself in trouble with my colleagues in philosophy. But let's just agree that of those few things that you might truly know, if you acknowledge that we ever know anything, your future is not among them, not even close. Indeed, you might say that the only thing you really know for certain is that you do not know your future. One is reminded of the Socratic paradox, I know that I know nothing. The phrase derives from Plato's discussion of Socrates, and it is perhaps the answer Socrates received some 2,400 years ago from the oracle at Delphi, but that's a whole other Oprah. Or is it? Look, graduating from college is very different from graduating high school. High school graduates think they know everything. College graduates realize they know almost nothing. And it's a little frightening, but don't panic. This is a good thing. The realization that your accumulated body of knowledge is but a drop in a cosmic bucket is the beginning of true wisdom. This is true. NASA and researchers worldwide agree that almost all of the billions of stars in our galaxy, not the universe, mind you, just our little galaxy, that almost all of them have at least one planet circling around it. Do the math. Revel in the excruciating profundity of your ignorance. I do. You earned a great education at Coastal Carolina University from some of the best professors anywhere in the nation, many of whom join me on the stage today. But your professors did not prepare you for one specific job. Nope. They prepared you for life and its challenges and opportunities and heartaches. They taught you how to think globally, not myopically. They taught you how to think critically, not just how to remember dates or formulae. They taught you how to win with grace and fail with empathy. They helped you to think creatively, sympathetically, ethically. They taught you to be flexible and independent and resourceful. They prepared you for what you think you want to do now, but also for what you might discover that you want to do 5 years from now. They taught you to have opinions, but not to be opinionated. They helped you to be conscientious world citizens. They taught you to seize the day. Now, most of you switched majors at least once. Many of you switched majors several times. Yes, you did. I answered my share of the phone calls from your worried parents. Life is similar. You may switch jobs or careers several times, or you may find your dream job immediately. But however life plays out, be ready. Keep your eyes open. Go find it. Don't be afraid of change. Embrace it. And today, right now, the training wheels come off. Today, we send you down the street on your own, knowing you might run into a mailbox and skim your knee or scrape an elbow. But you'll get back on the bike and do it again and again and again. And before long, you'll be riding that two-wheeler better than you ever thought possible. Your parents, Your grandparents and your friends will be watching you from the porch saying, "That's my girl," or "That's my boy." And along the way, with the breeze blowing back your hair and the sun in your eyes and maybe the occasional bug in your teeth, you'll realize that it's not all about getting somewhere. It's about the thrill of the ride. It's about making the world a better place, not just making a buck. Maybe it's about turning off your smartphones once in a while and engaging with your physical world as well. It's about doing something you really enjoy and doing it really, really well. I am proud to have played a role in helping some of you prepare for the rest of your lives. On behalf of the Coastal Carolina University faculty, your Coastal Carolina University faculty, thank you for sharing 4 or 5 or 6 years of your lives with us. Carpe Diem 2014 graduates, seize the day. Thank you.
Let's give Dr. Flaten another round of applause for his inspirational words. And now for the central purpose for which we gather, the conferring of degrees. Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic and Student Affairs, Dr. Ralph Byington, will present the candidates for the degrees.
Students who are graduating with academic honors, summa cum laude, magna cum laude, and cum laude, are noted in the program, as well as those who have achieved multiple degrees. Students who are eligible for graduation with honors wear the embroidered official white stole with the university seal at graduation. Also, students who are members of the honors program, the Wall Fellows, the Jackson Scholars, the Swain Scholars, or other selected university honors program are eligible to wear the university stole. Will the class of 2014 please rise? Mr. President and members of the Board of Trustees, it is my pleasure to introduce the presentation of our degree candidates.
By virtue of the authority vested in Coastal Carolina University by the people of the state, acting through their representatives in the General Assembly and the Board of Trustees of this university, and on the recommendation of the faculty thereof, I confer upon you the degree for which you have been recommended, which entitles you to all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. At this time, I ask the first row of candidates to follow the student marshal. If everyone else would please be seated and enjoy the special music provided by the Coastal Carolina University Brass Ensemble.
I present to you degree candidates from the E. Craig Walls Senior College of Business Administration, earning the degrees Masters of Accountancy and Master of Business Administration.
Interim Dean Barbara Ritter will join the President to offer congratulations to degree candidates from the E. Craig Walls Senior College of Business Administration, earning the degree Master of Accountancy and Master of Business Administration.
Angela Michelle Baer. Carlin Katera Hoffman. Nicholas Robert Keelan. Michael A. Starn. Lindsay Page Weintraub. Brittany Yeager. Emily Taylor Barrow. Yvonne Wright Harps. Kayla Ann Robinson. Shanika Renee Diggs. Trisha LaBelle Vereen. Joseph Adam Hansen. Eileen Sassoon. Megan Christine Stevens. Amanda Blayton Thompson. Tabitha Ann Yeagle. I present to you degree candidates from the Spadoni College of Education, earning the degrees of Master of Arts in Teaching and Master of Education.
Dean Edward Jadala of the Spadoni College of Education joins President DeCenzo to offer congratulations to the degree candidates from the Spadoni College of Education, earning the degrees Master of Arts in Teaching and Master of Education.
Samantha Jo Agnew. Mary Canfield Bishop. Shannon Luray Bogart. Lindsay Michelle Chavez. Gentry Rose Childress. Erica Teresa Chikowski. Samantha Nicole Domeyer. Catherine Miranda Green. Eric Michael Haas. Grace Ann Huzar. Justin Trey Hicks. Jeremy Ryan Johnson. Justin Scott Lighty. Rebecca Grace Lindblad. Jenna Lee Miller. Amanda Mae Moon. Amanda Michelle Painter. Jose Sarak Pope. Samantha Louise Naga Reynolds. Arsenio F. Silva. Patrick Edward Samsel. Carla Blair Stroud. Tiffany Lorraine Thompson. Timothy Van Epps Stewart. I present to you degree candidates from the E. Craig Walls Senior College of Business Administration, earning the degrees of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration and Bachelor of Arts.
Interim Dean Barbara Ritter joins President Asenzo to offer congratulations to the degree candidates from the E. Craig Wall Senior College of Business Administration, earning the degree Bachelor of Science in Business Administration and Bachelor of Arts.
Caroline Rose Allen. Zachary Craig Burns, magna cum laude. Brittany Anderson, magna cum laude. Carolina Sacramentos Anjos. Anthony Douglas Brisino. Sadia Sabrina Brisbane. Ebony Burgess cum laude. Ivory Burgess. Lacey Ann Burgess, magna cum laude. Antonetta Sila Arlili. Philip Nigel Davis, cum laude. Kyle Reeve Egan. Aaron Alonzo Evans. Michael D. Flannery. Devin Twiggs Glenn. Trevon A. Goodwin. Jasmine Cornisha Gore. Julia Maureen Gunning. DeMarcus Jada Harper. Jeremy W. Jones. Russell Manning Canner. Taylor Morgan Keating. Daniela Andriana Crackwick Thompson. Shakaya Louise Michael. George Francis Monk III. Saquita Moore Holloway. Jennifer Kirsten Nowitzki. John A. Orlando. Alexander Anthony Palumbo. Martell Lamar Peoples. Haley Elizabeth Ragsdale. Marley Page Reynolds. Raven Elisa Natasha Rich. Robert James Rung III. Jameson Adam Ryback. Kelsey Elizabeth Sapp, magna cum laude. Aidan Michael Scanlon. Mackenzie Aaron Sheely. Nicole A. Sherman. Michael P. Slavatinek. Carissa L. Sturgeon. Matthew Jason Thirst. William Lee Thompson. Marissa Lauren Twaddell. Kelsey McKenna Valenti. Travis Christopher Waters. Kendra Kanisha West. Joshua Ara Westrom. I present to you degree candidates from the Thomas W. and Robin W. Edwards College of Humanities and Fine Arts, earning the degrees Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Fine Arts.
Dean Daniel Ennis joins President DeCenzo to offer congratulations to degree candidates from the Thomas W. and Robin W. Edwards College of Humanities and Fine Arts, earning the degrees Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Fine Arts.
William Bradham IV. De'Ara LaShawn Bradley. Jasmine Cortez. Sharita LaShawn Curry. Karina de la Cruz. Dominique DeLudis III. Alicia Ann Franca. Nicholas Ryan Galliard. David Matthew Goodstein. Kristen Marie Gunnan. Robert Andrew Hall. Andre Patrick Hamlin Jr. Kelsey Alicia Jefferson. Michael Sean Lampley, cum laude. Heather Utley Lewis. Brittany Lee Morrow. Demetra Xavier McDonald. Caitlin Mary Rose Missia. Daniel Joseph Nappy. Matthew John Rattigan. Demonche Rashad Scipio. Tazanika Renee Stanley. Devontae Preche Stewart. Sarah Elizabeth Sullivan. Danielle Antoinette Wilson. I present to you degree candidates from the College of Science, earning the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Dean Michael Roberts joins President DeCenzo to offer congratulations to degree candidates from the College of Science, earning the degrees Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Science in Nursing.
Ronald Cullen Altman. Anna Elizabeth Beach. Brittany Finesse Bigby. Lucas Donald Bomer. Lindsay Marie Borges. Ryan Taylor Branton. Greta Elizabeth Bruno. Brandon Lawrence Butcher. Anna Marie Carnegie. Brandon David Sinich. Alyssa Ryan Clark. Ashley Nicole Colon. Sarah Ann Conger. Alyssa Elaine Kraft. Anthony Michael Davino III. Everett Lee Davis IV. Margot Donati. Deborah Brooke Donovan. Benjamin Downs IV. Ashley Ray DuPont. Robert Sean Durnan. Eric Jordan Fish. Brian James Fisher. Megan Jolene Fitzwater. Carissa Paige Fortin. Bailey Marie Frankowitz. Ahmad Tevin Frink. Jordan Nicole Gajewski. Anthony Vincent Garbino. Kier Lamar Greenwood. Michael James Grice. Jocelyn Marie Hover. Catherine Haven Hilliard. Michelle Mian Hong. Jerica Nicole Howard. Courtney Elaine Howell. Travis Christopher King. Matthew Johnson. Timothy Paul Kipp. Ashley Shanae Nolan. Jill Crystal Kramer. Gabrielle Sheree Lee. Joshua Allen Long. Bettina Angeline McBay. Ruby Marie Manigo. Brian Paul Marcinzik. Jacqueline Marie Martz. Ebony Maisha McCray. Jasmine Mattiore McFadden. Caitlin Marie McShane. Zachary Douglas Lessier. I know who you are. Ade Hassan Ibn Tamir Mubarak. Melton Munaz, Jr. Amelia Rosa Nelson. Ted Michael Nielsen. Brian Edmund O'Connor. Shane Michael O'Shea, cum laude. Christina O'Shea, cum laude. Colby Matthew Parnell. Caitlin Marie Peterson. Jennifer Logan Phillips. Walter Michael Petrick, Jr. Caitlin Lee Poff. Carly Alexandra Puick. Brian Peter Quigley. Keaton Shaw Freeman. Ryan Joseph Redmond. Matthew David Risher. Justin Allen Rowell, cum laude. Nicole Marie Sagiomo. Javante Kiera Renee Sarvis. Ryan Kinzel Seal. Joseph Herman Sanders. Dana Marie Thoyle. Courtney Starr Truesdale. Gary Edward Kaliska. Ashley Alexandra Watson, magna cum laude. Maya Kayla Abigail Wells. Andre Donnell White. Jessica Ann Winans. Ashley Laree Woods. Kelly Vanessa Ziegler. I present to you degree candidates from University College earning the degrees Bachelor of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies and Bachelor of Science in Interdisciplinary Studies.
Dean Nell-Jean Rice joins President DeCenzo to offer congratulations to degree candidates from University College earning the degrees Bachelor of Arts in Interdisciplinary Studies and Bachelor of Science in Interdisciplinary Studies.
Alex Marissa Alford. Stephen Rhett Baumgardner. Jessica Nicole Henson. Avery Angelo Kellon Kelly. Virginia Joan Messenger. Francisca Gabrielle Okoko. Brandy Ray Robertson. Shernice Vermica Robinson. Jasmine Celestia Wilson.
Let's give them all another round of applause. Would the graduates please rise? Class of 2014. Class of 2014, to signify your status as a graduate, please move your tassels from the right side to the left side of your mortarboards. Congratulations again, and please be seated. It is my pleasure to introduce Todd Setzer, Second Vice President of the Coastal Carolina University Alumni Association, who is here as a substitute for the Alumni Association President, Brian Forbes, who had a baby girl yesterday. So, Brian?
Thank you, Dr. DeCenzo. Good morning, alumni. The word alumni has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? The Coastal Carolina University Alumni Association wants to extend a congratulations to each of you. As each of you crossed the stage and shook our president's hand and your dean, you joined more than 25,000 proud alumni that represent 50 states, as well as 38 countries, including Brazil, Cyprus, Guam, Iceland, Israel, Norway, Thailand, and Turkey. In the years ahead, I invite your active engagement with your alumni association. Those of you who provide support for Coastal Carolina University as a volunteer, an ambassador, or through gift will discover that you will receive a greater gift in return. Be proud and celebrate this day and your great accomplishments. And remember, you will forever be a Chanticleer.
Thank you, Todd. As the tradition, when Coastal Carolina University graduates leave the commencement, the faculty will line the exit on each side to congratulate our graduates as they recess. I now ask if you would please stand and join in the singing of the alma mater. The words are printed on the back of your programs. Also ask that after the alma mater, you please remain standing for the benediction and the recessional. To the graduates, again, congratulations. To the family and friends that are here, we hope you've enjoyed your time in the Teal Nation. Thank you, and have a great afternoon.
May the strength of our God sustain us. May the power of our God preserve us. May the hands of our God protect us, and may the way of our God direct us. May the love of our God go with us this day and forever. Amen.